This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. All right. About to jump into a traditional draft, which is a best of 3 draft format. We're doing Ravnica Legions. Before I start the draft, I want to remind you, if you're watching this on YouTube, my videos are sponsored by Card Kingdom. There's a link in the description below that if you want to go check out Card Kingdom and all their awesome products, you can click on it and they'll know I sent you. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can do the same thing, more or less, except there's the logo for Card Kingdom is on one of my panels below, and you can click on that and they'll know I sent you. So, all right, let's jump into this draft and see what we get. It's best of 3 in traditional. Well, we got a Planeswalker. It's not really the one you want, though. She's not that good in Limited. She's not good at all in Limited. Which is an interesting design, I think. I think it's cool they made a Planeswalker that's so niche-y. You know, she's going to be at her best probably in Eternal formats, or at least non-rotating ones, where there's lots of stuff you can exile with her -1. And people exile a lot of cards with the +1. Yeah, this is not an impressive pack overall. Good morning, Twilight Pony. High Alert and Dovin's Acuity are both interesting build-arounds. But I don't love the idea of first picking either of them. I just don't like first picking most build-arounds unless the payoff is incredible. And with these, it's not necessarily. Like, the best payoffs are the ones that are good, even if you don't get the card. And that's not necessarily going to be easy to do with High Alert or Dovin's Acuity. Yeah, Kevin in Florida. I don't think I want High Alert, sadly. I don't think I can do it. Although, maybe if there's a time to do it, it's this pack because it's so weak. But I'm kind of drawn towards Senate Griffin, which can be played in 2 different decks, depending on colors. And it's pretty good. I think I'm going to go for the Griffin over the build-arounds. Yeah. Ooh, Guardian Project's real good. Is that what I want? There's also a Gate Colossus, which is also really, really good. And a Grotesque Demise. You have 3 cards here that I should probably keep in mind. I'm kind of leaning towards the Colossus. It can be played in any deck. It's not that hard to get a few gates. And it just ends so many games in this format. Aeromunculus is pretty good too, but I think Guardian Project, Grotesque Demise, Gate Colossus are the keys here, and I think I'll take the Colossus. Okay, maybe clear the stage here. I could just snag a Guildgate too. Clear the stage is like a legit removal spell though, and I mean, you do sort of, ideally, you need to have some stuff going on to get the 4 or greater thing going, but I think it's probably still going to be worth taking over a Guildgate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rhythm of the Wild, I've been super disappointed in Gruul lately. And that's something to definitely keep in mind. But the other stuff in this pack is so underwhelming that I think it's kind of what I have to take here. Yeah. I mean, it could have just been bad luck lately, right? That's why Gruul hasn't been going so well. Okay, well, the Clan Crusher is nice, especially in combination with Rhythm of the Wild. Sphinx's Insight, Simic Guildgate, open the gates. I think I'll take the Crusher. Okay. Here, I like both Slimebind and the Torrent, but I think I like the Torrent more. So let's do that. Do I like Axebane Beast or Prowling Caracal more? I mean, I've had it a lot of times and not won with it, Kevin in Florida. I don't really think I undervalue it, especially because I took it there. I think it's really good. I've just had Gruul. Gruul lately just seems to get grinded out of games, even if you have Rhythm of the Wild. For me, that's been happening. It could, it is anecdotal evidence for sure. But, I mean, and I do like Rhythm of the Wild for sure. So, I think probably the Beast. I could take a Viscopa Vampire or something, but let's go with the Beast. Okay. I like Arrester's Admonition and Fairy Duelist. 2 nice blue cards. Which do I like more? That's the question. Fairy Duelist with Rhythm of the Wild in play would be pretty sweet, right? But I think I like the Admonition more. Okay, probably take a Gate here. I could take a Syndicate Messenger. Nothing bad about that, but we do have a Gate Colossus, and I think we probably want to start taking Gates. I think this is the time to do it. Okay. Yeah, these packs are all over the place. I'm with you. The AI is getting better, I guess. Sometimes, I mean, you see it happen in paper where packs are all over the place. So Shimmer of Possibility, Prying Eyes. I'd probably take the Eyes. I don't like either of them a whole lot. They're not bad. They could both definitely make the cut, but they're not special. Probably a Thought Collapse. I've been reasonably happy with that. Coral Commando. Rampaging Rendhorn's a nice thing to show up that late. And so is Gift of Strength. And Clear the Mind is not so good. Ooh, hello. What else we got? Yeah, I think it's probably Incubation Druid. You just want... Like, Mana Dorks are so strong in any format, but in Limited especially. And this one actually becomes a threat late. I think it's an easy Incubation Druid. We're already in green. Simic probably becomes our most likely combination, and maybe we can splash Rhythm and Clanton Crusher. We'll see. I do like Depose Deploy too, but I think Incubation Druid is just better. Yeah, I do think it's just better. It's better than Applied Biomancy or Savage Smash too. Mortify, huh? That's like one of the few color combinations we don't sort of have some stuff for already. Claimer Shaman's really good too, but I do feel like green-blue is probably where we end up. It could still change, obviously. It could still easily change, but... So I think it's Duelist or Sage's Rose Savant. Both are nice little 2-drops, and we could use those. I think I've been more impressed with the Duelist overall. They're both nice, though. Okay. Flames of the Raise board can be pretty sweet, that's for sure. Right now we don't have the fixing to make that happen. I mean, I guess we do have Incubation Druid, which gives us one source of fixing, but I don't know that that's enough. Eyes Everywhere has been sort of all over the place for me. I don't know that I like a card that's as inconsistent as that one is. I think it's like a sideboard card against really controlling decks more than anything. Maybe just a Rubble Slinger. I mean, I could take Flames of the Raise board and see if we can make the fixing happen. We do already have a Gate Colossus incentivizing us to take fixing, and it is a really strong spell, and we could probably still end up Gruul. Like our blue cards, you know, a lot of them are... Like these two, not exactly... Yeah, we could easily end up green-red still, I think. Yeah, so maybe we do take the Flames of the Raise board. I like it more than anything else in this pack, so let's do it. There's a Light Up the Stage and a Scorch Mark. Also a Chillbringer, though, and I have a hard time saying no to Chillbringer. Yeah, I like it more than either Light Up the Stage or Scorch Mark, even though they're both really good. Chillbringer is just so much good tempo. Okay, so we got Titanic Brawl is probably the pick. Open the Gates could end up being good in our deck. Right now it's not. Titanic Brawl, how many +1/+1 counters do we have at this point? Not a lot. I mean, we've got Rhythm of the Wild, Rampaging Rendhorn, Incubation Druid. It's probably enough. I could take Open the Gates with the idea that I am going to pick up fixing. I could also take the Runner with the idea that, you know, I'll get enough. Maybe I'm red-green. That's what I'm trying to say. Or red, yeah. But either way, Titanic Brawl will be good, I guess. So let's go with the card that'll work either way. Another Titanic Brawl. Also a Sage's Rose Savant and a Rubble Belt Recluse. I think we probably want the Savant. We don't have a ton in the way of fixing. Thank you for the follow. Sitbox? It's hard. It was hard to read that. Yeah, we need the 2-drop. Okay, there's another Azorius Guildgate. And that Clamor Shaman came back, huh? It's definitely the Guildgate for us. That Shaman, does that Shaman do enough to make me say, you know what? Let's go Gruul. Does it do enough? Yeah, maybe it is accidental flavor win. Does Clamor Shaman do enough to make me start to think about flipping what we're doing and maybe splashing blue for stuff like Chillbringer? Chillbringer and Swirling Torrent are both nice to have. Thank you for the follow, Sitbox, and I'm glad you get to see me draft live. Yeah, so anyway. Clamor Shaman is really good. There's no denying that. Is it good enough to take... Hi, Harry has one. I'm glad you caught me streaming. God, I think the Clamor Shaman is good enough to take. I mean, what am I going to take here otherwise? An Azorius Guild Gate that may not even give me fixing. Yes, I do have a Gate Colossus, but let's do the Shaman. There's another High Alert. Maybe that is how we should have started, huh? Alright, so this pack is not so good. Maybe just another Titanic Brawl. Footlight Fiend's alright. Yeah. Let's go with another Brawl. Okay, so Caretaker's interesting, but I think the Savant's probably just better. Yeah, it is. The Caretaker does give you fixing. It's just such annoying, difficult to manage, difficult to actually make work fixing. So I'd probably just take Footlight Fiend here. I could take a Goblin Gathering and see where we get with that. Yeah, let's do that. Footlight Fiend's not ultra likely to make the deck anyway. Okay, so we do have a Growth Spiral. It's a nice card. I mean, it's perfectly replaceable, but it's a nice, like, 23rd card. So Rakdos Guildgate as well, but that doesn't really help us right now. I guess maybe I do still take it, though. What with Gate Colossus? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Gruul Guildgate does help us. So, yes, please. A Guildgate that'll actually do something and go with Gate Colossus. Well, I'll take the Roustabout. Harry has. Thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the flock, as it says. Sounds a little culty, admittedly, but I figured it works. We're not a cult here. Ooh. Hello. Rixmati Reveler is real good. Being able to splash black for it, you know, we did take a Rakdos Guildgate, so that's pretty nice. So Gatebreaker Ram's good, especially early. Right now, I mean, I would probably only run 2 Guild Gates, and I'm not sure that's going to be enough to make it work. Not a rough first pack. I mean, I'm mostly 3 colors. But yeah, I haven't really decided if I'm going to be red or blue as my secondary color. And I'm probably going to do both, you know, a little bit. So I'll be splashing one or the other. I like the Reveler enough that I think I want to take it over Gatebreaker Ram in a deck where it's not clear I'm going to get enough gates, as good as the Ram is. Like, if this were pack 1, I'd probably still take the Reveler. But the Ram is really good. Yeah, that's right. Birds of a Feather. It's also a Simic Guildgate, but I think we take the Reveler, though we're still not sure we're playing red. And that's worth noting. Let's see. Let's see here. What? I probably need to commit to something at some point here. I just don't know what. So in blue, I think we can get away with just Chillbringer and Swirling Torrent, splashing those if that's where we go. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about the Ram too, Big Rupture, because it is green, and green seems the most likely color that we actually play. We do have 2 Guild Gates, and we can probably pick up more. And we already have 3 Guild Gates if we really have to run them. So I think the Ram probably... If I was convinced I was playing red, I think I'd take the Reveler, but I'm not. So let's take the second gate payoff. I see Theater of Horrors so often when I just can't make it work. I don't know if I would say the Reveler, or not the... Yeah, the Reveler has less upside because, you know, paying 4 and drawing 3 cards is probably more upside than even the Ram has. 4 for a 2/2 that draws you 3 cards. that said, yeah, given our situation, the likelihood that I play it was a little too low. Do we just grab another Guild Gate here? I'm kind of leaning that way. You know, I'm not convinced Claim Crusher is going to be great in our deck. Yeah, I'm with you again, Big Rupture. I think I'm taking the Gate. Theater of Horrors is great, but that ship has kind of sailed in terms of mana. Okay. So I think it's probably time for me to commit to something here. Which I think probably means maybe I splash Rhythm of the Wild and go blue-green. Yeah, I think that's probably where we go. Yeah, the Spectacle was not super likely. That's what pushed me over to. So it's either Brush Strider or Rendhorn here, I think. They're both perfectly reasonable. What's our curve looking like? Probably use some lower drops, like so. I'll probably take the Brush Strider, which is a thoroughly unexciting card. Sword Form Hybrid's great. But we do also have another Guild Gate, and in a deck with Gate Colossus and the Ram at this point, I think maybe we just take the Guild Gate over the Hybrid. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Ooh, that'd be nice to splash. What kind of Guild Gates do we have that we don't have in our deck? We have one Azorius Guild Gate. It's probably not enough. I mean, and there's a perfectly decent card in Incubation, Incongruity, and Fairy Duelist as well. They're both pretty nice cards. Do I have anything else white that I might want to splash? No. No, I do not. I think I like Incubation, Incongruities, flexibility enough that it's what I'm going to take here. What is my creature count? That's a pretty good question. I forget how to check that. I guess we can do it the old-fashioned way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So plenty, 11-ish. We definitely want more here at the end, but we're doing all right. Yeah, so I'd probably take another Brush Strider. Okay, here we probably do take a Guild Gate over a Wrecking Beast. Ooh. It's so tempting to take the Guild Gate, but Frilled Mystic is so good and we can actually cast it relatively easily. I think I take it over the Gate. Now we get another Gate anyway, and that's what we'll take. Here we'll grab a Mammoth Spider. I'll grab a Rakdos Guild Gate, why not? Stony Strength. Simic Locket, in case we are low on playables, I guess. May as well take a card that could make the cut. Alright. So, that's like our deck. We got enough playables. I don't think we want the Azorius Guild Gate. Is there any reason we want the Rakdos one? Yeah, that Ram pick did end up paying off. I mean, it's kind of tempting to play Gates just because we have 2 Gate payoffs. But the ones that don't produce, like Rakdos Guild Gate does not produce mana of a core color in our deck at all. It only produces red, which is a splash. So I don't think we want that. I think 4 Guild Gates, more would be better. But I think it's enough for both Gate Colossus and Gatebreaker Ram to be pretty good. And if I am going to run another Guild Gate, the Azorius one makes more sense, I think. Yeah. Let's put our Frilled Mystic there. Yeah, cutting the Rakdos Gate was a good plan. We definitely don't need 2 mountains, incidentally. Probably 1 is enough. So we're at how many lands? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So and that we're at 6, 8, 9 blue sources and only and 6, 8, 9. Yeah, so I think I probably want another forest more. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Yeah. 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so we're at the 17 lands. Don't think there's anything else we really want to change here. I think Splashing Rhythm's the right call. Prying Eyes isn't awesome. Oh, Rakdos Gate instead of Mountain. That is an interesting... That's an interesting call, Tokenion. That might actually be worth it. Yeah, might as well do it. You're right. Yeah. One more gate is probably worth it. The fact that it comes into play tapped probably won't come back to bite us, but, you know, it could. But that's probably a nice way of getting another gate into this thing. There used to be, like, a stats thing for your deck that you could look at, like, in terms of... It seems to be... Oh, there it is. I just had to go here. So, yeah, we have 14 creatures. More would be a little better, but, you know, 14 is probably, like, the bare minimum for... Yeah. All right, let's do this. My last two drafts that I streamed on Sunday, both neither were very good. So hopefully this one will go a little better. I haven't drafted since then. Yeah, it looks solid. I mean, as long as I generally feel fine about it if I at least go 3-2 because you break even. So, yeah, let's see if we can do that. Any technical issues, by the way, on the stream end for any of you? Are you having a delay? Are you having the music not playing, etc.? Best of 3 is what we're in. Best of 3. There's no best of 1 Ravnica Allegiance right now because, you know, why would they do that? Yeah, that's a keeper. No music. It's what I don't understand. Maybe my headphones are messed up. Obviously, it's not the end of the world. That's a lot less important than the other stuff. But OBS is showing me that music is playing through the game, but it isn't, and it wasn't last time either. I don't know if somehow it's my headphones' fault or what. So yeah, this is a nice keep because the Savant can make sure we draw into the kind of stuff that we want. Yeah, I'll have to look into that music stuff. All right, Savant time. Brush Strider or Chillbringer? Well, we don't have a ton of lands right now, sadly enough. And I love Chillbringer, but if I draw it, I don't think we like desperately need either of these things. I feel like we'd rather just draw a land. Yeah. With you again, Big Rupture. I keep doing things before I see your comment, and then you're agreeing with me. So that's good. It's good to have someone else taking the same line. All right. So I can use Fairy Duelist now to kill the hybrid, potentially. So that might be worth it. It probably is. Ooh. Yeah, we got to Thought Collapse that. Being able to leave up Thought Collapse and Fairy Duelist was nice. For sure. And once we know they cast that, we know that if they attack, all they can do is trade. So that works out pretty well. Root Snare. You don't see that very often. Okay. Well. I think we just do the same thing. This time we don't have a counterspell, unfortunately, but I'm also okay with that going down against that thing. All right, they're not going to attack me. Do I play my Fairy Duelist anyway? I don't think so. We are struggling with the mana. That's for sure. So we're just going to do a turn again. We always have Titanic Brawl. Yeah, it is weird to see Root Snare there. Turbo Fog. Yeah. Thank God we bottomed those 2 cards, because we still haven't seen a land even though we did it. I mean, I'm happy to kill the Maka too, if that's all we get to do here. I would much rather kill the hybrid, but I can do that later. Yeah, so let's go for it. I guess I don't need to do it now. I can declare the block first. That's actually better. I'm used to, a lot of the times you do that and then you end up using the Fairy Duelist to block, but because we're not here. So if we can get them to use some sort of trick, yeah. There's a good chance they have a trick, but I'm kind of okay with trading a trick here too. I mean, my Sage's Rose Savant already gave me plenty of value with the Scry. And, you know, it's a 2-mana card. So, I'm not too concerned. Root Snare. Well, now I'm really not concerned. You know, that's a 1 for none, as they would call it. As I would call it anyway. Alright, so we got to play our Gatebreaker Ram now, unfortunately. Get our Duelist in there, finally attack with something. And play our fairly unimpressive Gatebreaker Ram. Just a 2/2. I still am really bothered by the flavor on Gatebreaker Ram, because it's like, okay, he likes blowing up gates. I bet he comes into play and destroys gates. No. He likes gates. It's very weird. I have a feeling in design it was probably something weirder, like +1/+0 for each of +1/+1 for each of your opponent's gates or something. Ugh. We do have a way to kill that, but so yeah, we're gonna just trade for the Maka. We're cool with that. If they Root Snare again, we're cool with that too. Dear God, we are struggling here. Okay. I wish this could get me lands, but it doesn't. I may end up having to use the incongruity half this turn anyway, so. I have Titanic Brawls ready to go too, if that's what we need to do. It's like, I can just use Titanic Brawl to kill that, so there's that. That does make me happy. Do I just want to trade my Duelist for that? I mean, given the number of cards they have, the number of cards I have, I think it's probably a good idea to just start trading. We're going to hit mana at some point, so let's just trade our Duelist. And then at the end of their turn, we'll kill their Druid. All right. Could have the +3/+3 spell, which would definitely be... Well, that's not combat damage, but it's okay. Oh man, this is frustrating. Our inability to draw lands. But yeah, that was interesting, that's for sure. I think we're going to start attacking. If they want to trade hybrid for Ram, that's fine. And the moment they try to make this guy huge, we can Titanic Brawl it. It would be great. Or we can incongruity it too. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's not great news. But they are out of cards, so could be worse. Okay, so I think I'm going to incongruity the... am I? Am I just going to take 6? Yeah, it probably is a newer player. They're they're proving tough. Yeah, let's do incongruity. Okay, another scry should get us to some lands. There they are. Yeah, we just leave those babies on top. I mean, red would be great, but I need to draw both of those. No attacks. They're going to end up hitting 6 here and making this guy huge. That would be really bad news because we had no mana up. Yep, there it is. Oh, they passed their turn, though. So we can probably get them here. Yeah. So let's attack with both our creatures. They're going to block and pump their guy. I'm guessing. No, they're not. Okay. I'm okay with that, I guess. Man. I kind of feel like I need to leave up Titanic Brawl here instead of playing Senate Griffin. Yeah. I was a little worried, almost worried that he wouldn't do it, in which case we'd kind of be in some trouble. Alright, so we're going to play a 5/5 Rendhorn this turn. They're out of cards, so I feel like in the long run we should have this. We can use this to get rid of the frog, obviously. Swirling Torrent, that is. Alright, so I think we attack with our Rendhorn here and plan on using Gift of Strength to try to blow them out. Then if they just take it, I'd probably use Swirling Torrent. Okay. Now that we finally got land, I feel like we're in pretty great shape. Yeah, that does give me red mana, I guess. Sure. We have a lot of scry in our deck, I guess. All right. I'm not sure what you're saying. No, it doesn't, too. Yeah. Don't have anything useful to change. Sometimes Mammoth Spider's in one sideboard, but not for me. Oh. Gotcha. Thank you for the cheer, Twilight Pony. For the bits, I guess is what those are called. Okay. That was a pretty long first game. We were on 3 lands for how long? I swear to God, I changed my avatar and it just didn't. It decided it didn't care. It's another good hand. All right, we got a Guildgate this time. We got some guys who'll be happy about that. Okay. Ooh. I think we want both of those. Yeah, we do. Frilled Mystic's one of my favorite cards in the set because I loved Mystic Snake back in, I think it was Invasion. It was Invasion block anyway. Oh yeah, we don't get to counter you this time. So I could kill it with Incongruity. That Spellbreaker's nasty. I can't kill it during their turn is what's really annoying here. I think I just play the Incubation Druid and brace myself to take a bunch. I think that's the best play, unfortunately. No blocks. All right, so here I think we leave up Frilled Mystic. It can also adapt itself. Yeah. So I can block and adapt, potentially. So I can do that if they attack me before they do anything. We'll attack for 2. I may just take 4 again. That's a real possibility. And then plan on Frilled Mysticing whatever they play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take 4. You know, making that a 3/5 is nice, but it's not like going to fix anything. Rubble Slinger. Yeah, all right. That's not too bad. It does have haste, of course, so it's not great either. All right. I think I just, in the turn, I can again leave up Incubation Druid, and I have Brawl and Arrester's Admonition. So let's just see what they do. I think I double block him, see if I can draw out a trick, and then if I don't... Oh, never mind. I can't use Incongruity on him. Damn it. I forgot about that, the way his Hexproof works. So do we go for a block here and then use this to get him to a 3/5? I think we do now. Because our other options don't do anything because we screwed up. But now that we screwed up... We also now have a ton of mana, which is, you know, never a bad thing. Okay. I think I'm going to attack with both of these. And then I'm going to play Senate. Ooh, not like that. You silly. Do I want Swirling Torrent? I'm not sure I do. I guess it can enable an Alpha Strike. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll leave it. So, yeah, we'll end our turn. Okay, that's a good thing to Arrester's Admonition on our turn. We could also just go with Swirling Torrent and attack for... Now, we can only hit for 10, so I think for now... Using the Admonition... And attacking with the flyer is best. Yeah, there are some cards that it does weird stuff with. I know Unclaimed Territory or whatever, you know, that tribal land from Ixalan also doesn't tap the way it's supposed to. Look who's back. So this should give us lethal. Swirling Torrent should. Oh, wait. Except I would need to draw a land, wouldn't I? Yeah. Yeah, so we can't. Because if we pay 6, this is tapped, so we can't swing for lethal. Probably still worth it, though. Ooh. Yeah, we can use Gift of Strength to get lethal, can't we? Let's go with blue. Gift of Strength will give us lethal, so Swirling Torrent. All right. 1-0. That's a good start. Gotta win 2 more before we lose 2 more. Ideally. Ugh. Replace one of these with this forest with a Gatebreaker Ram and we're in business. This might still be okay if we're on the play. Thank you for the follow, Couch Jockey. What do you guys think about this keep? Should it be one? Should it be a keep? On the draw, I don't think it ever would be. It's probably not. It's probably not. It's got 5 lands. That's hard to keep. Even with a Scry, you know. Yeah, I don't think we want to keep it. No. No. Okay, well, it's comparable, except incongruity. I mean, incubation might be pretty nice. Wow, they mulled to 4, so that makes things a little less scary for us. That we mulled to 6 and kept a, you know, not incredible hand. Yeah, it was tempting to keep, but I think we did the right thing. It was a tempting keep. I think we just play the other Guildgate because playing the Duelists isn't going to matter, most likely anyway. I'm holding on to Incubation for a bit. Which maybe I shouldn't be, right? Yeah, probably not. Let's do it. Let's find our Gatebreaker Ram. Gate Colossus will work. Close enough. We don't have that like 4-gate hand anymore, but we do have 2. So, okay. I guess they were in lots of trouble there with what they had. Lots of trouble. I wish we had an actual sideboard. That's always one of the downsides of sort of drafting 3 colors the way we were. Your sideboard usually sucks. And you have a few cards that are probably better in your sideboard and your main board. I think this is a keep because of the Brush Strider. Am I wrong? Man, I think my mouse is trying to die on me. No, I think it's a keep. Yeah. Having an early creature is good. Shieldbringer is great. So I'm overall satisfied. It is the kind of hand where if we keep drawing lands... Ooh. Now we get to be greedy next turn. We went first, so playing Rhythm on turn 3 is great. I don't get to do it very often. Play our Rhythm. Alright, so... We'll play the Brush Strider with a counter. We'll gain 2 life. Okay, then we'll play Chillbringer with a counter. Attack. We do really want to keep drawing creatures, that's for sure. Okay. I'm cool with them using their turn that way, so I can do 8 to them. Would have been nice to draw another creature. Well, not at this island, but, you know, we're still threatening pretty hard. Gift of Strength can help us bust through most things. And any creature we draw can be a serious threat. Ooh, that's good. I was kind of hoping we'd draw another creature, but I'll take it. So we'll drop them to 4. Yeah, turn 3 Rhythm is pretty awesome, Dark Eclipse. Do you have 2 blockers? Doesn't look like you do. Aha. Ooh, I should have just countered that. I forgot I could. That's bad. There's a punt. If we countered that, we would have won. Oh yeah, that's getting countered. That's what I meant to do all along. Alright, yeah, turn 3 Rhythm won us the day there pretty easily. Yeah, I think Rhythm is first pickable. Even though, I mean, I was higher on it when the format started. I'm a little lower on it now, but it's still really good. You know, I wouldn't take it over like premium removal or things like that, but it's first pickable over a lot of uncommons despite being gold. It's a nice hand. Turn 2 Incubation Druid. Gonna have a big Gatebreaker Ram quickly. May just get killed here by Scorchmark. That's what you always pray for when your opponent plays this. You're just like, oh god. Okay, I think we just play Gate and play Gatebreaker Ram. Three mana, 4/4. I have, you know, Ill-Gotten Inheritance does do stuff, but I'm not super impressed by it still. I found most of the time I can outrace it. Most of the time. Not all the time. Ooh, so we can mess him up here with Fairy Duelist. I think we go for that plan before we play Chillbringer, because if we can play Duelist and Brush Strider this turn, that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm also okay with him just taking a bunch of damage. I think we just play Axebane Beast now. So Chillbringer can mess stuff up here for them pretty royally, yeah. Ooh. Well, doesn't mess things up for them that much because they can still double block my Gatebreaker Ram. I think I'm going to attack with my Ram, and I can use Duelist and Titanic Brawl to really screw them up here. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay with the Brawl. I mean, I 2-for-1 myself, but I think it's probably worth it. Or I could just use Fairy Duelist, actually. What am I talking about? Yeah, we'll just use our Duelist. Yeah, and then we'll play our Brush Strider. So, Chillbringer should open the floodgates for us here, to some extent anyway. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Chillbringer's still better. I mean, holding up the Mystic's great, but... Alright, so if they want to kill that, they have to double block it, etc. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Guess it would have been nice to have like a Titanic Brawl ready to kill the hybrid. Okay. I think maybe I just have to attack for 3 here, which is fine, and leave up mana for this ability and Frilled Mystic. Wait, if I attack for everything... No, they won't quite be dead. They can block both of these. Yeah, let's attack with both of those. I probably did have lethal, but it was like a risky lethal, and I feel like because we have Frilled Mystic, we can take risks. Like, there's not much they can do here that we can't, that would destroy us. Yeah. There wasn't much they could do when we have Frilled Mystic ready to go. You know, that's a good point. What can they do with 1 blue? Probably nothing. Good hand. I always like scrying. So the question here is, do I just want to play my Savant, or do I want to wait to take it out with my Fairy Duelist? I probably want to play my Savant. I think improving my draws ASAP, probably a good call. So yeah, we'll play it now. Then next turn we have all kinds of choices. I've only got 1 Guild Gate right now. I don't really think I want Gift of Strength. I don't think I want the Colossus either. No. It's tempting because it's so good, but it's like, you know... Yeah, Savant's a nice little... It's a lot like Omen Speaker. You know, they're on the same level. Yeah, just take it. There's too much of a chance they have Fairy Duelist there, and it's just 2 damage. So, you know, it's fine with me. So I think I attack here. If they play their Fairy Duelist, I can play mine and make it so it can't kill my Sage's Rose Savant. Looks like I'll just get in for the damage, though. Yeah. And we can just leave mana up for Duelist, Arrester's Admonition, all of that. Yeah, they're a crazy gate deck, which is scary. When this deck gets there, it gets there. Yeah, it does let you keep hands you wouldn't be able to otherwise. That much is true. All right, so let's give this a shot. See if it gets Thought Collapsed or something. Quenched, okay. I'm okay with trading for a Quench. Gotta say. We'll attack. I think then we play our Griffin. I'm going to hold on to the Ram. There's a really good chance they have a way of... Oh, well, never mind. I played the wrong land. Gatebreaker Ram it is. Either way, I'm going to hold on to one of these threats because there's a good chance they have Gates Ablaze or something like that. I think the Ram probably would have been better to hold on to than the Griffin, but the Griffin does have evasion, you know, so... Okay, great thing to cast Arrester's Admonition on, if nothing else. So that's what we're going to do. All right, and then we're going to attack with both our creatures. They're a lot less likely to be about to use Gates Ablaze if they're putting him into play. Ooh, how greedy am I? Pretty greedy, I gotta say. I think we have enough time. We don't have that much pressure on us. I think we go for Rhythm. And we end our turn. What I'm hoping for is that I can Titanic Brawl something at the end of their turn, but we'll just have to see, I guess. Ow. Hello, G-Milk. Alright, yeah, so we're going to Brawl. Get that guy out of here. We don't need these two in play together. All right. So I think we just go for the counters, even though we can hit pretty hard here. So let's attack with our... And then we'll play the Savant first. I kind of really want to hit creatures at this point, so I think bottoming, well, I guess Incubation can find me one. Yeah, and be a removal spell if something crazy happens between now and then. So if they do have Gates Ablaze, you know, that's going to suck, but we do at least have Incongruity on top of our library, or Incubation. Yeah, we just take it. Yeah, that's scary. That's for sure. Best thing to do is probably kill it, attack with everything. They have to trade with one of these. Yeah, so we are going to use Incongruity here. Attack with everything. Trade for the Ram. Lethal from my Griffin next turn. Any creature I draw could have haste. That worked out. It's so annoying that this isn't ranked draft. It's like, I want to play the newest format, but I can't play ranked. Ooh, Aegis of the Heavens. All right, we made it to you make back your entry fee. So here on out is money. Oh yeah, it's definitely totally fine. I don't know. I didn't know people thought it was bad. I mean, would Incongruity be good if that's all the card was? Probably not, but because it has Incubation on the other half, it's perfectly playable. Incubation on its own would be playable, and adding the flexibility, the exile effect, which, you know, like there came up big, which it's not always going to, but having that option attached to it makes it a solid playable. Like I'm happy to have one in every blue-green deck. Okay, good hand, good hand. We have kind of struggled to hit our, like, 5 gates, but that's okay. Our Gatebreaker Rams haven't really been a force so far. They've just sort of been there. Another mulligan. We've been getting lucky, or our opponent's unlucky, one or the other. His opponent mulled to 5. Just out of curiosity, Kevin in Florida, who have you heard say that Incongruity is bad? Here, I don't think I want it, but I'd rather draw another Savant who can help us hit lands. But it is a nice little card. It's not Dune Beetle. Hey, Dune Beetle was fine-ish. Imagine a Dune Beetle on this board with 2 Sages Row Savants, for example. I'm cool with the trade, obviously, so if that's what we're doing, works for me. Format defining. I don't know about that. Incongruity has the potential to be the stronger side for sure. Ugh. I think I bought them both. I really just want to hit lands at this point. I mean, what I just said is sort of a more nuanced version of the only reason to run it is for Incubation, because what I would say is if it was just Incongruity, it wouldn't be that good. So I'm kind of in agreement, but the more nuanced thing is, well, it's always going to be with it, and it gives you upside by having that attached to it. So it's pretty nice. All right, so I think we play a Ram. Well, we can't really do anything else, so Pretty easy decision. Amplifier is a weird one. I'm still not sure where I stand on that. I underrated it, I think, in my set review. But I don't think it's incredible. It's just a big vanilla creature, right? I mean, it's cool, and you know, it does definitely have a really unique effect, which is nice. But all right, that was a nice draw. We attack, and if they try a trick or some nonsense, we have Frilled Mystic to mess it up. I'm glad I've been getting to cast Frilled Mystic a lot here. It brings me back to my Mystic Snake days. Okay, so we could actually Titanic Brawl in response to that, which is probably a better plan. Maybe. You know, I'm going to just counter it. See if they have a Thought Collapse or something. They do have a Quench, okay. So, that's annoying. I'm guessing they kill my Ram. Oh, they kill my Savant. Makes sense. I mean, I think Amplifier is like always playable in your red deck. I just don't think... I've heard people use the word bomb to describe it, and that's just not what it is. It's pretty hard to be a bomb when casting you doesn't actually give you some effect, even if it dies. Or, you know, the alternative is you don't have an evasive ability, right? It just doesn't have that going for it. All right, so we're going to bounce this. Yeah, they get to scry again, but getting rid of that counter matters. And getting rid of, you know, the tempo matters. Looks like they might have another counter spell. Or their own Arrester's Admonition. We get to draw a card off of ours, so I think I'm okay with that. And we even drew a land, so we can just replay our Gatebreaker. You did say you'd brawl. All right, so I think we play him with haste on a board like this. Maybe. Yeah, maybe we don't. The counter means brawl is way better. Make sure we're leaving a green up, and we are. Maybe brawling it there just to be super aggressive would have been okay. But I think they just let it hit us if they're attacking here, which would be bold. Yeah, real bold. Swirling Torrent may give us another W here, get close. That's interesting. Interesting. So there's such a good chance they have counter magics or bounce spells that I don't think I can cast Brawl here safely. I'd rather just cast the Torrent. Target creature on top. That gets around any silly tricks. If it's a counter spell, they can use it. And I get in for 9 either way. So, yeah. There we go. Swirling Torrent has been good. It often is. I've splashed it a couple times. I'm pretty satisfied with it. It seems to do stuff on most board states so far. Ooh, well, finally. Well, I guess we had one bad hand so far, but this is definitely the worst one so far. Yeah, it usually wins games if you cast it late. It's not great in your opening hand, certainly. That's why you don't usually want more than one, but it's all right. I think we keep this. Ooh, and I think we're okay with that. You would have kept that one lander, Azure? Or were you talking about the second hand? Because that one lander was not a keep. It could have... Ooh. Hello. Yeah, all right. Incubation Druid it is. How badly do I want to scry? Pretty badly. Can also trade with this, so... Definitely not Prying Eyes, and probably not Fairy Duelist either. Lands, please. Yeah. Prying Eyes is probably the worst card in our deck, but we had to play something. Ooh. It's a good thing to bounce if we don't draw a land, at least. We do draw a land. Do we still bounce it? Or do we just play Axebane Beast? There is no Impervious Great Worm in this limited format, but yeah, that'd be pretty sweet in Constructed. So yeah, we'll play the Beast. And end our turn. Vannifar is so tricky. It'll be interesting to see if they can do something crazy here. They're going to try. It's going to be huge if I can bounce whatever they find. What could they be getting for 4 that would really bother me? Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. It's a little annoying. They'll get to scry again if I bounce it, for instance, but... Okay. Hey, Guildgate. So I think we go for the... Admonition here, see what happens. Thought Collapse, yeah. Chillbringer could be what they're about to get. Alright, so we do still attack with both our creatures. And then we play a Guildgate. So yeah, Chillbringer could be what they grabbed here. Hello, Professor Fancy Pants. Yep, I just recently started streaming. Thanks for the follow. Ooh, that is a big boy. We can play a boy about as big, though. Of course, they're probably going to counter it. Yeah. There goes our Chillbringer. I don't think I've ever seen Vannifar used quite as effectively here, where our opponent is just like upgrading their creatures. Yeah, we're going to double block him. He's enough of a concern, I think. Also doesn't let them sacrifice it to Vannifar this turn for what that's worth. But yeah, Professor Fancy Pants, I've been streaming now for 2 or 3 weeks. So it's not surprising you didn't know, I guess, is what I'm telling you. Damn, they are aggressive with that Vanifar. Okay. I just play 2 Brush Striders into my turn. Doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, I like that 6/5 for sure. He's one of the scarier common high curve creatures, that's for sure. So I think maybe I just let this hit me this turn and I adapt my Incubation Druid. Oh, I can adapt and play Sylvan Brush Strider. Yeah, I might as well do that. More counter magic. Wow. They can't do it at the end of my turn. It's sorcery speed only. It would be nuts if it was instant speed. It would be unfair even. So we're going to take 5 here. God, I hope they don't have more counter magic. All I want to do is play my Gate Colossus. Is that too much to ask? Should I try to play around counter magic here or just try to slam this Gate Colossus? I'm not in like incredible danger yet, so I think maybe I'd try to play around the counter magic. God, it's annoying that it wants me to use my Incubation Druid. There's no room for combat tricks in their deck because they have... How many counter spells have they played? They played 3? Yeah, you can't really fit one in there. Well, that's annoying. This is the first... We've been having a pretty good day so far. It's the first time we've really felt challenged, I think. Okay. Well, let's try to play our Druid. And then let's try to play our Gatebreaker Ram. What we really need to do is get our Rhythm of the Wild against them so they stop countering everything. Because they can't counter creature spells if we get Rhythm in play. Yeah. All right. Let's get a turn 3 Rhythm of the Wild the next 2 games. Do we have anything we want to change against a deck running all the control magic? Not really. No. We need a faster start, which I think we certainly can have. Oh, we already won one, didn't we? Okay, so we just need Rhythm of the Wild. This keep is a little sketchy. But I think I'm going to do it. All right. Maybe we'll get our counter magic going. Wouldn't mind it. Okay, let's try to play this guy. He could definitely get quenched. He does not. We don't want either of you. Sorry. We want land. Ugh. That's annoying. I think we attack and try to use Gift of Strength. If that doesn't work, we get in for 2, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Being stuck on 2 against a deck that has, I don't know, 6 or 7 counter spells in it, it's not a good feeling. So I can get a free block here. I might as well. We're not doing anything else with that mana right now, so. Hey, mana. Now we can actually Thought Collapse them. Yeah, we'll attack with the Savant. I imagine it gets in. Why block? Yeah, that's true, I guess. We're just going to take this 5. Come on, we want to counter something of yours after what you did to us last game. Yeah, I'll take it. See if they quench our Thought Collapse. There's a very real chance they do. Nope. We got rid of Swirling Torrent and the Crab, both of which were really annoying last game. Well, do we try to race? I'm just going to attack with the Duelist in my turn. So do we try to use Gift of Strength here? I think we do. We want to do it before we declare the block, because if they counter it, we don't want to be blocking with our guy, so. If we're blocking and we use it and they have counter magic, we get 2 for 1 instead of just 1 for 1. So. Looks like it worked out, surprisingly enough. Wow. You know, would have been nice to, like, get an untapped land there so we could hold up Frilled Mystic, but, you know. Well, I could have blocked the other guy. The guy without reach. The guy with reach. Rubble Slinger, still in play. Use your words. Me. I think I'm going to block and then use Incongruity. Is that crazy? I don't think it's crazy. Yeah, so. Does this resolve? This is another case, I guess, where blocking is going to end up being dangerous if they have the counter magic. Yeah, and they do. Not good. Okay. I'm leaning towards just leaving up mana for Frilled Mystic. How big are you about to be? 8. Yeah, and you cost 5 right now. That's not good. That's really not good. All right. I think we're going to lose this one. I guess here's where I'm really going to wish I had incongruity. I should have thought this through, because the fact that they're just going to adapt could mean that we don't get to counter anything at all, in which case, you know, not so good. Would have been better to play my 3-4, yeah. We kind of have to play it if we're going to survive, so we're going to. Yeah, and we're dead. Gotta lose sometime, you know? Gotta lose sometime. All right. Yeah, you are correct, Kevin in Florida. I made that mistake before reading your message. Man, I've seen a lot of these hands. We're going first. We do have 2/3 drops. I think it's reasonable. Is it great? No, but it's reasonable. There's enough. We have enough stuff in our library that it's not the end of the world. Okay, so Prying Eyes will be nice if we can get to that stage of the game. Ooh, nice. Nice. So the question here is, do I try to play my own creature? Or do I hold up Thought Collapse? I think playing my own creature is fine. If they counter it, it's whatever. Kevin in Florida, I'm glad you're enjoying the streaming. That could be a problem. We can't really attack. I mean, there's a good chance they have a gate, but I don't want to make it easy for them. We can play a Gate Colossus next turn. I'm kind of hoping they tap out. Ooh. So, like, the next couple turns, I'm not going to have mana up, so I think it's time to just cast Thought Collapse on this thing. I'm not going to be trying to leave mana up just so that I can, yeah, so let's attack with our Brush Strider now, and we'll play Gate Colossus while they're tapped out. See if he can take over the game the way we want him to. We can use our Fairy Duelist at some point to prevent a draw with Gateway Sneak. They could have the bounce spell, which would definitely be annoying. They'd get to draw 2 cards, but we'd still get to play Gate Colossus, so... Ooh, they missed a land of any kind there. Alright, so let's attack. That's painful for them. I think I'm going to go ahead and play the Beast. We can use Fairy Duelist if we need to, but this gets pretty close to giving us lethal. Yeah, I think countering was the right move there. I mean, I didn't even know they were screwed for a fact, but I just knew I was going to want to play Gate Colossus and then Prying Eyes, and that I didn't want to be leaving the mana up, so I might as well trade 1 for 1 while I can. Again, we don't have much of a sideboard, but our deck's pretty solid, so it's not the end of the world. Would be nice to have like a Cinder Vines, but you know, that's a rare, so what are you going to do? Well, he meant counter the Locket. He was just calling it a land. It's like a land you have to pay 3 mana for. That lets you play another land during... I mean, it's complicated. It's a complicated land, but that's what he meant, was the Locket. He was calling it a land. Man, they're sideboarding, huh? Thank you for the follow, Frog Dog. That's the first time Gate Colossus has really gotten to take over a game. We put him on top of our library once with Incubation and somebody scooped. So, hey, maybe we'll get to do it again. It's a good hand. Getting that Gruul Guildgate is nice because we know we have mana for everything. We would not have minded when open the gates, I don't think. It would have been nice to snag our Gruul Guildgate or whatever. Yeah, they're nice. And we got both of them. The Ram has done more, but it actually hasn't been dominant. I think we have 5 gates, but I think the biggest our Ram has been is a 4/4, kind of surprisingly. Oh, that's bad. We don't have a way to kill that Druid. Well, would we like a Guild Gate? I think we probably would. We have both our gate payoffs in our hand. This Incubation Druid's probably going to do some nasty stuff right here. And I can play this gate and play Sage's Rose Savant, so that's good. Okay, maybe not anything nasty. The bad news is I'm just going to have to take a hit from this. Unless I play my Brush Strider. I guess playing my Brush Strider isn't the worst. Or my Ram, actually. Yeah, let's just do the Ram. Making it so they have to play a gate is ideal. And we know they have one, but that's okay. Yeah, double Ram would be pretty nasty. Opponent off to a much better start this time. I love Gateway Sneak when it gets online. I wouldn't have minded one for our deck. They have so much mana. Oh my god. Ooh. That means we can kill something. Yeah, they could have done that. I'm going to attack with our Ram, who has Vigilance now. Alright. So, they have 2 annoying mana dorks in play and an annoying card advantage engine. I have to Titanic Brawl something here. They do have mana up, 2 mana up, so they could counter it, potentially. But I think it's better to do now than later. I think we want to kill the Druid. Maybe to be safe, I can target my own Sage's Rose Savant. Yeah, good call, Dark Eclipse. I'm with you. So if it's a combat trick... and we'll do our Ram. Alright, I was worried. They made me really worried there. And then it was just another land. They still have 1 billion mana, so, you know, they're not in bad shape. And here's a free hit for them. Ooh. Once again, how greedy are we? We're going to attack with both. I think we go with Rhythm. I mean, if it resolves, they can't counter. We're 3-1, Token Yan. Yeah. Still drew out a counterspell, I guess. They have so much mana. Do you think they have Hydroid Crassus? That's going to make me want to kill myself, figuratively. Yeah, another land would be useful. Especially if it were a gate. Well, that's annoying. Shuts down my plans. I think we want to play the Savant. Because what we really need to do is find more mana. I don't think we want Thought Collapse. I feel like he's got to have Hydroid Crassus. As, like, you know, the ramp dudes are great anyway, but when you have Hydroid Crassus, they go through the roof. They're going to cast Hydroid Crassus right now. They were just counting all their mana. This is my prediction. See if I'm right. I don't know why else you'd count your mana. Called it. Oh, man. Is there anything we can find that will get us out of this? There's like one thing, but we know we're going to draw our forest. So it's not really going to help that much. I guess maybe playing our own spider would have been better there. It's going to be a miracle if we can get out of this. Hydroid Crassus. Ow. Ooh, and a Trollbred Guardian. So that makes my Mammoth Spider's ability to block the Crassus less relevant. Ouchies. I think we're dead. Especially if they counter our Mammoth Spider. Then we're really dead. Wow. Concede. Okay. Well. We definitely need to win the game more quickly. Not let our opponent play a 12 million mana Hydroid Crassus. Oh yeah, you're right, it did already have Trample. It has Flample. But adding the Guardian to the board who had would give itself Trample did mean lethal. Alright, so if we don't win this game, we finish 3-2 in this draft, and if we do win it, we get a chance for more. So, yeah, we just need to win more quickly, which I think our deck is capable of. If I lose, am I doing another? Kind of depends on how long this last game lasts. I would like to. I guess I could jump in best of one, if nothing else, and do the Guilds of Ravnica. That might be what I do if we go for a while, because I don't think there'll really be time for another draft. Like another best of 3 draft. Pooh. Not a good one. Not a good one. Yeah, I think we got to mulligan that thing. Oh, God. Well, if we can hit a land on the scry, we're kind of okay. Ooh, and we do, and it's another gate. I'll take it. What we really wanted was a fast start, but now that we know they have Hydroid Crassus, holding on to Thought Collapse forever is not a bad plan. You know, yeah. Awesome. So we'll just play a huge Gatebreaker Ram. Drew pretty well there. Okay, so we attack. Then I think we play our Incubation Druid. And then we'll use Titanic Brawl while they're tapped out. We're running low on cards already, but hopefully they can't do much about our Gatebreaker Ram. So I don't think there's a reason to play our Chillbringer. I think we just leave our mana up and either use Thought Collapse or Incubation Druid's ability. Well, we're going to have to Thought Collapse that. Yeah. It's too much of a problem. Would have been nice to hold on to... Oh, you're right. I could have done both. Poopy. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. Yeah, I could have done this and then Thought Collapse. Would have been way better. Way more damage would have been done to our opponent, certainly. All right, so... Oh, hello. That gives us lethal. All right. Didn't have to wait for a Crassus to show up that time and get destroyed. Okay, that pushes us to 4-1. Man, we're getting crappy cards on those bonuses. So, yeah, this will be our last game in this draft, no matter what, our last match. No matter what. Whether we win or lose. Yeah, that's right, send a message. Solid hand. You know, gates would be nice, but it's okay without them. I don't think we want to use incubation right off the bat. I'm not sure I know what an ICR is. Am I happy with both of these things? I think maybe I am, but I'd like to draw the Savant first. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna attack with Savant. Cool with trading for a Death Touch creature for sure. Ah, instant card reward. I got it. I kind of think we're okay drawing only one of those. Yeah. There's a lot of guild gates over there. We can use our Fairy Duelist to kill this thing now. The question is whether it's worth it or if I should just go with Frilled Mystic. I should probably just let the trade happen if they want it to. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, and we'll leave up Frilled Mystic. It really hasn't felt like we have 5 guild gates in this draft. Most games. Could play a Blade Juggler or something here. Senate Courier. Yeah, okay. Now it's probably time for incubation. Yeah, let's just do it first. Are you serious? We didn't hit any creatures. Wow. We would have drawn some nice stuff too. Ouch. It's always fun when that happens. Makes you feel real bad about casting incubation, that's for sure. Goodness. Ooh. That could be a problem. Okay, so I think we attack with our Mystic. Then we play Brush Strider and leave up Fairy Duelist. Luckily, they don't have a ton of mana, but they still have enough to definitely be a nuisance here. It's interesting. I thought it was still going to show me what was on the bottom. It did not. I guess it only does that for Scry because it's random, isn't it? Yeah, that's why they can't show me. So if Twilight Panther attacks, I think I block it with Sylvan Brush Strider. If they use this, I can then use Fairy Duelist and kill it. I think that's my plan. That is the plan. Wow, they didn't want to attack at all. They're defensive. They kind of can be with Simic Ascendancy, I suppose. Nasty. Yeah, we need a gate. Gate would be good. Blarg. We can counter something, you know, could be worse, but we can't counter and Fairy Duelist, so that's annoying. That is definitely worth countering, though. So I don't hate it. They're tapped out, too, so they don't have great attacks. Yeah. Yeah, High Alert could be... but they may just be splashing Simic Ascendancy. We hit Gatebreaker Ram, Orzhov Guildgate, and another Twilight Panther. Are they still not interested in attacking? There they go. So I could use Fairy Duelists. They can only put one counter on this, so it might just be worth flashing in Fairy Duelist to block it. Oh, one counter is enough. No, it's not. Because I can give it -2, -0. We'll just take it. If we can hit a 6th land, you know, that would be nice. That would be really nice. Ooh, hello. That makes things interesting. I think we definitely tap the Rendhorn. And we just attack with everything here. Yeah, they can just block and kill one of my guys, but they take 5 in the process, so... And they have to trade a creature, like in their ideal scenario. And then the Rendhorn will stay tapped down, so... Works for me. This means if they don't play a creature here, we just have lethal. I'm sure they play a creature, but if they don't... Oh, God. Not only did they play one, they played like 3. Nasty. Hey, there's that land. Well. We ran it instead of a mountain for our 2 gate payoffs. That's why we have the Rakdos Guildgate. I think it made sense to do. Stupid Benthid. I think I'm just going to take everything here. 9, 11, and hope we prying eyes into something that can just like win us the game, which seems improbable. Yeah, they're only going to attack for 5. I definitely just take it. I could double block it and use prying eyes to kill it, but our biggest problem is this flyer, I think. If we can get that flyer out of the way one way or another, we're going to be in pretty good shape. All right, so let's prying eyes. Nice. I'm not at platinum yet. Unfortunately, don't play enough to probably get there. Oh, and this isn't ranked because why would it be? We want that guild gate for sure. Rendhorn doesn't seem bad either. Griffin doesn't seem bad either. A second flyer could be a real problem for opponent. I think maybe we don't want the Druid. I think the Druid and the Duelist. Yeah. Hey, another Guildgate. Okay, so... next turn we'll be able to play a Gate Colossus. I think we want to play the flyer. And then maybe Rendhorn's Haste plus 2 flyers can give us lethal. Could happen. I think we want the Colossus. Yeah, maybe we should have done it, actually. I actually don't think we need another Guildgate at this point. If we discarded the Colossus, given what we drew especially, it would have been fine. Do I get through for damage if I just attack here? I do, but they might kill my Chillbringer. We need our bounce spell, but we know we put Swirling Torrent on the bottom of our library, but I think we still have our other bounce spell. Yeah, that's a big Rendhorn. Luckily, he can be chump blocked. Attack with your flyer, man. Bring it on over. It wouldn't be a mistake or anything. Yeah, we'll chump. We're pretty reliant on drawing the bounce the flyer spell. Although Gate Colossus is definitely going to... oh, crap. Now bounce the flyer plan is not nearly as good. So we'll do that. Play our Gate Colossus and end our turn. Okay. No attacks. Man, that Benthid was one of the few things that could have kept them alive, and it certainly did. Yeah, holding the gate probably would have been smart. Good call. Good call. I can, like, click on these bugs. That's the first time I've noticed that. Does other stuff move when I click on it? Nope. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I definitely should have kept that gate. Three, 6, 7, 8. So we can actually play both of these either way. See if we can get that countered instead of our Rendhorn. Maybe they did. I didn't notice. I wonder if they're just trying to win with Simic Ascendancy's alternate win condition. It's going to take a while if that's their plan. We're still in a place where if we can draw... We know Swirling Torrent's near the bottom of our library. I can't attack with the Colossus anyway. I mean, I can. Why wouldn't I be able to... I mean, it wouldn't be a great attack. Yeah. I knew he could block. I guess, yeah, he could block and kill it. So we got to try to go wide, basically. I could use another Chillbringer. Bounce my own Chillbringer with Arrester's Admonition. That could be interesting. Is that better than just bouncing, like, their flyer? This needs how many? 20. Yeah. They're a long ways away from that. This is where our Rhythm of the Wild would have been nice because it would have given us some extra value. They're thinking about using their Locket, I guess, which would be annoying for sure. Yeah. We need 2 more creatures. Well, that's annoying. Now, that's not even gonna... You know, they got removal, so our initial plan's not gonna work. We'll take 3, or what will probably be 4 or 5, I guess. They're halfway there to Simic Ascendancy. Ooh, that'll be useful. At least at keeping us alive, if nothing else. What we really want is Arrester's Admonition, though. We haven't played it yet, have we? No. It's somewhere in our deck, and we know Swirling Torrent's near the bottom. So, unfortunately, we have a ways to go. Yeah, bouncing the Chillbringer does make sense now. That's true. Although, like, on this state, if we'd just drawn Arrester's Admonition, just bouncing Mammoth Spider would have won us the game, I think. So, or we'd actually bounce the Pegasus, I guess. What with all its counters. Yeah, we'll take it again. Well, we are drawing more and more creatures. That's nice. Keeps them from being able to alpha strike us and gives us a chance to find what we need to sneak through this thing. So we've got 5 blockers. Should I have attacked there? They only have 5 blockers. I mean, there's a really good chance they had a trick up their sleeve, but man, that may have been our chance, because now we're going to have to block a couple things and lose creatures. I'm sure they had something, but yeah, it could have still been... Could have been a mistake. Yeah, it is a big if. Could have been all bluffing, in which case I fell for it. I just didn't feel like I had lethal at all, so. There you go. Gross. Yeah, that means we're dead. Because we can only block one flyer. Yeah, I guess I should have gone for it. That was probably our best chance to win. We didn't have lethal even if we attacked there, unfortunately. Yeah, I should have gone for it. For sure. Looks like this will be our only draft today because we ended up going the full number of matches. This will go up later today on my YouTube channel. It's today's draft video. But, you know, those of you who are watching this on Twitch, you probably don't care because you're watching it now. Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been the right thing to do. I noticed it after I passed my turn. God, missing on that incubation is what was really backbreaking. Hit nothing, and we put Swirling Torrent on the bottom of our library. If we had that Torrent early on in that board stall, it would have been over. Huh. Just green mana. Just green mana. It's not the worst, but I think it is a mulligan. Yeah, this is better. We have more colored mana. Man, Gate Colossus. Why you gotta show up here? I mean, you will only cost 6, but I'm desperate to draw more lands. I don't think I can afford to put him on top of my library. Okay. Yeah, that freaking Benthid, too. There were so many things that, if they hadn't happened, yeah, that's always the case, though. Wouldn't mind hitting a land here for Senate Griffin. Okay, so we will attack. It'd be nice to pressure them a little bit more, but... I think we want our Gatebreaker. It's going to be a 3-mana 4/4. You know, a land would be good, but if we didn't, you know... Drawing Gatebreaker is perfectly reasonable. We have Gift of Strength, too, potentially, so to bust through a blocker. Ooh, like that one. So I think we declare attacks here, and if they just take it, yeah, we're cool with that. I mean, yeah, it works out. Then play Gatebreaker. A lot more pressure on them early here. That could help us. They could grab a Chillbringer here. That would be really obnoxious. Oh, or just that stupid thing. Okay. Well, this time it's definitely not the end of the world. I think I'm going to attack with both of these. Yeah. Gatebreaker Ram doesn't tap, so the tap clause doesn't matter at all. That's what it says, right? Oh, no. Does it tap it down? No, it does not tap it down. Yeah, we're okay with that. So, should I play my Griffin here? I think we should. I mean, it's tempting to try to leave up Thought Collapse, but I think we just want to play another threat. Especially one that can attack in the sky. Do we want a 5th land? I mean, we're going to want one eventually, but right now we don't really need it. So, I'm going to put it somewhere else. Bottom, I agree. Benthin doesn't have hexproof anymore, so there's that. It's a good question. If they do, it's hard to imagine it's better than Benthin as a 4/5. It depends what their 6-drop is. Like, just playing a creature from their hand is way better here than sacking their Benthin, I would think. Ooh, they're trying to do something that I don't like. I don't know what it is, but they're trying to do it. Yeah, I probably don't want to bounce Benthin. That's true. So we have Thought Collapse, which can protect us here from a lot of things. So I think I attack with my Ram and my Griffin. Okay, so we can use Gift of Strength and then Thought Collapse if we have to. So I think that's what we do. So hold on a second here. Let's see if Thought Collapse is worth it. This is a 7 power creature right now. And a 7 toughness creature. So they can shrink it to 5. Yeah, it could be a 2 for 2. Yeah, they can shrink it to... I guess we'll see what they target first. No, I can't do that. I have to counter it. They done goofed. You still... Yeah, well, it depends what they're doing. They may be just blocking Senate Griffin. So we have a 7/7. Yeah, I think we let this happen. We've got a 7/7 with Trample and Vigilance. Fairy Duelist is going to shrink it to a 5/7. So we can't kill both, but we can kill the Benthin. So they may have Stony Strength. Yeah, I can counter it if they do. Oh, I guess they can, like, triple block it. I didn't think about that. Oh, no, they already declared the block. They can't. Okay, good. Good. And we still have Thought Collapse up, so that works out. Thank God. That's interesting. I think they're trying to use its ability, more likely. But that's pretty dangerous for them. I don't think they have a scary 3-drop. No, that's pretty scary, but I don't think it matters right now. Nah, I'm good. They don't have any of their white mana, I just realized. That's frustrating for them. They could actually resolve a creature now. Maybe I should have just let that resolve. No, yeah, okay. That Fairy Duelist almost tricked me into doing something, just because normally it would have done something. Oh, yeah. Could have been lethal. They're going first. I think that makes this a keep. Yeah. Oh, good. They mulled to 5. That might help us get there on the, what is it, 6-1 in this format is the best record you can have. We do need to really hit a land, though. I'll take that. A land or a Sage's Row Savant. Either one works for me. Yeah, sadly, we got to put both of these on the bottom. We really got to hit a land ASAP. I mean, we do have a duelist, so that gives us something to do even if we don't hit a land, but not anything very meaningful. There's a land. And it's a gate, so that doesn't hurt. Not pressuring them as much as we'd like to early, though. Yeah, if we can hit another land and play Senate Griffin this turn, that would be great. We do hit another land, but it's a tapped one. But it is another gate, so I'll take it. All right, so let's attack. Interesting. Okay, I think we probably just let this happen. Let them trade. Well, it's not a trade. Let them kill my Savant. We could use our own Fairy Duelist to weaken theirs, and both our creatures would survive. Is that better than just playing a Brush Strider? It might be. What do you guys think? Should I just let this happen or play my own Duelist so that both these survive? If there's 2 Duelists on the board, it's not like it's... I think I just let it happen. You like playing the Duelist? Yeah, I mean, I can see that being the right plan. The problem is it's like, what happens then? We just have 2 1/2s staring at each other. Enough of you were saying Duelist that maybe you're right. Then next turn we can play a number of other things. Yeah, let's do it. Fine. You all convinced me. They're going to have Stony Strength here too. Actually, that won't do anything, so... I have 0 Pro Tour top 8s too, so... I'm with you. It's a little gate breaker. A little bitty one. So... we attack with our Savant for sure. Then what? I think we probably just try to play Great Colossus here. I mean, it's going to break them. I mean, they can't block it. It's huge. What are they going to do about it? Well, you know that. They're going to do that about it. Here's where the greed comes up again. I think we probably just try to play... No, Chillbringer doesn't actually do that much here, does it? I think I'm going to attack and play Senate Griffin. Yeah, we could play the Rhythm. But I think... Yeah, Greedy is tempting. There's just a decent chance they have counter magic, but I guess if they do, that means these other things won't get countered. Let's do it. Let's be greedy. Paid off. Now none of our creature spells can be countered. So that's really good news. That's less good, but it's not the end of the world, given what we have going on in our hand. That's a big gate breaker. I'd probably just play the Griffin. Yeah, the Colossus can block forever, so there's that. I think adding to the air is probably best. And it means when I do play Chillbringer to tap something... I think I'm going want to bottom that. Because if we ever draw another land, we can play Brush Strider and Gatebreaker Ram in the same turn, which is obviously pretty great. Especially with Rhythm of the Wild in play. Okay, well, I think we just play Chillbringer and tap the flyer and attack for 5 in the air here. We could actually go for 8 in the air, which would mean we have lethal for next turn. Maybe we just give it haste. Yeah, let's just give it haste. Oh, we don't actually quite have lethal in the air next turn, do we? Yes, we do. Oh, I accidentally attacked with my Savant. Oh, well. I did it on purpose. I forgot I had a guy who's not capable of flying. All right. It's almost always right to go with the counter, but their haste was definitely the right plan. And obviously we can play at least one creature with haste next turn if we really need to push lethal through. And we might. Let's see. They've got 4 blockers. Yeah, that's a problem. Except we have incongruity, so it's... Oh, it's protection from monocolored, right? Yeah, so we're good. All right, we got there to the maximum number of wins. That makes up for last time. So we went 6-1 in the end. Let's open our packs. Talk about what we should first pick from them. It's always interesting. I don't actually use them for anything because I don't play Constructed. So what would I take here? Probably Enraged Ceratok. Gutterbones is good. It might actually be better than the Ceratok once we see the rare there. Before we see the rare, it's Grotesque Demise. This is a strong pack, though. Like, all 3 of these are things you first pick sometimes. And Pestilent Spirit's better than all of them. So that is definitely what I would take. Here, probably the Goblin. Still the Goblin. Yeah, I was happy to turn that thing into a lizard. Orzhov Enforcer here, I think I like it more than the Sneak, even though the Sneak probably has more upside. And then Theater of Horrors is the easy first pick. Obviously, it's super powerful. Card drawing engine. Here, I'd be tempted to take Grasping Thrall. That thing is really overperformed, but Biogenic Upgrade's probably up there too. Yeah, and this is unplayable and limited, so it's one of those. Here, I think it's Ministrant of Obligation. That thing's awesome. And then, though, I think it's Rixmati Reveler, who we almost picked in our draft, but ended up not. And I guess before the rare, it'd probably be Rubble Belt Recluse, but it's Unbreakable Formation once you see the rare there. Skewer the Critics here. And then Mesmerizing Benthid, which did beat us one game, but the other game, luckily, we flew over it. All right, well, we went 6-1. I guess we can update our record here before we depart. Maybe. Interesting. There we go. So that took us to 46. and 27, which is a nice boost. I don't have a calculator with me, and I'm bad at math, so I'll have to change the percent later. But that went well, so that's cool. Thanks for all of you who stopped by. I'll be back on Saturday and Sunday to stream some more. I also have a YouTube channel for those of you here who may not know that. You can find a bunch more draft videos, limited reviews, all kinds of stuff there. You can find that link below. And I'm sponsored by Card Kingdom. There's a link in on Twitch in one of the panels below that you can click on, and it'll take you to their website, and they'll know I took you there. They have lots of great products. And on YouTube, it's in the description below. 63%. Sounds good. Big Rupture. Thank you. All right, so that is the end of today's stream, and I'll see you guys, hopefully, on Saturday. Hope everyone has a nice day.